Have you ever had one of those days where you sat down at your desk in the morning and you needed to get something important done? It should only take a couple of hours, but before you know it, it's halfway through the afternoon and you haven't even made a dent in your task. Your attention span is how much control you have over your focus. If you have a short attention span, deep focus becomes elusive. You get distracted easily, and before you know it, your day is gone. The trouble is, our brains are overstimulated. We actually crave distraction, and we live in a hyper-stimulated state, constantly interacting with our devices. And because of this, we've been trained by technology to have our attention scattered, and we get a dopamine hit from opening up Facebook or checking who liked our Instagram post. It's that constant craving, and it creates a positive feedback loop. We like it, it feels good, so we keep doing it. And understanding this is the first step to reclaiming control over our focus. A while ago, I couldn't sit down at my desk and get the task done without switching tabs and checking my email or mindlessly grabbing my phone and checking social media. Now, I can sit down and just get it done. I can pour myself into the work. At my job in the hospital, distractions are constant, and I've spoken about this before. You're always switching between tasks, seeing patients, prescribing medications, writing down your management plan in the notes, ordering scan, taking bloods, having difficult conversations with family members. It creates a scattered feeling in your mind, and it's pretty easy to get overwhelmed. And this feeling of a fractured mind doesn't feel good, but when you can focus, everything changes. You can get into this flow-like state. It's where you're so invested in what you're doing that the world around you just disappears. You lose track of time. And it's a really positive feeling, one that you felt before. Maybe you were playing an instrument or driving a car, surfing a wave, singing with your mates, or working on an important project. It's a state where everything else fades away, and it's the deepest form of focus. Your mind is clear, your focus is sharp, and it's a good place to be. And so today, I'm going to share a couple of things that work for me. Let's get into it. So the first thing you need to know is that focus is the absence of distraction. You need to get your environment right. This means a few things. First, go to a place where you can isolate yourself from the distractions of the outside world. Put your phone in another room, clear your space or desk so it's tidy with just the essentials you need. Turn off notifications on the device that you're using and close all the tabs on your browser. Doing these things is literally half the battle. Then you write down 3 to 5 tasks that are important and meaningful, and ones that will move the needle for you the most. Make the tasks crystal clear and manageable, and that way it makes the workload seem less daunting. And then the smaller, less important tasks you can just tackle later in the day. I'm talking about the ones that don't require much energy. So then you time block 45 to 60 minutes and get to work. Start by focusing on your task just for 1 minute. Just read out loud the task that you need to complete and focus on being present and accomplishing what's in front of you. And once a block of time is over, take a break, go for a 5-minute walk, do some breath work, stretch, meditate, have a snack, or check your email. Whatever it is, just enjoy the small victory of having completed a time block, and then repeat the process. It doesn't have to be super complicated. Try out a few different techniques and see what works for you. Usually the simpler methods you use, the better, because you're more likely to stick to simple and effective processes and lean into the tasks you're avoiding. And remember, just focus on one task at a time. Multitasking dilutes your attention and reduces your productivity. Resisting the urge to switch tasks is important because switching tasks can lead to procrastination. I get this sometimes. I'll be doing a task and then halfway through, my mind wanders and I'm like, oh yeah, I need to email that person about that thing. So just going to do that quickly. And before I know it, I'm trawling through my emails, finding random things to do. And then 30 minutes later, I'm deep into a random YouTube video that I didn't need to watch. This kind of distraction derails productivity. Stay committed to one task. And when your mind tries to wander, gently bring it back to the task at hand. And over time, you'll make it a habit. The more you practice, the better you'll get at maintaining focus. This is the key to getting things done efficiently and effectively. Another thing that I think is important is that you have a positive outlook. Listen to the way you speak to yourself. I used to be guilty of berating myself when I had all day to do this one task and it ends up taking far too long. And throughout the process, I'm thinking to myself, why am I so slow? Why is it taking this long? Why am I so distracted? What is wrong with me? And those negative thoughts can manifest and really detract from your work. They create a mental barrier, making it harder to concentrate and be productive. And this negativity causes you to avoid hard tasks because of the feelings they evoke. And these feelings are basically fears that you can't do your task properly, that the task is difficult, or that you don't know what you're doing. And this uncertainty drives us to seek comfort in distractions like checking social media or emails. It's basically a way to escape the discomfort of uncertainty and difficulty. This escape only leads to more procrastination. And instead, be mindful and focus on the positives. Have a positive mindset. Remind yourself of your capabilities and your past successes. And remember, focus isn't a magical thing that you can just get. It's a skill that takes a lot of practice. Be patient with yourself as you build this skill. Okay guys, that brings us to the end of the video. Hopefully this has been useful and you'll be able to get more meaningful work done. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.